Yo everyone, X-Dog here. Now there's a possibility you may already know about the steeped fever blossom tea, thanks to Angry Turtle. What I'm going to show you today is twice as good. So first up I'll show you where to get the recipe. You want to head to Superior Sunset Farm in the Cranberry Bog. You want to find this white house right here and just head downstairs into the basement. There will be a shelving unit at the back. You're going to find a basic recipe here. This could be a tea, a soup, some sort of food. Could be completely random. The one that is guaranteed is Delbert's Company Tea right here. Pick that up, and once you've learned it, you want to head to a cooking station or a cooking stove. You want to hop onto the all drinks section, and you just want to head down and find Company Tea. It does take a few ingredients, a little bit more than the Fever Blossom Tea, but it is worth it. So first up, you're going to want cream. So for cream, you want to head to Cow Spot's Creamery, obviously. In this location, you may find up to 8. I found 6 in this video, but you can get up to 8, like I say. As well as some other ingredients, like the Rodo, yeah, I think we're all struggling with that word. The Rhodo flour, we're going to call it. I've got a little bit of whiskey right here in the bar. That's another ingredient that you may need for the recipe. You've also got some sugar, which is nice, so you might want to pick that up while you're here. But you just head into this workshop area, and if you head over to the back corner, you will see on this bench there is 1 cream for me, maybe 2 for you. Possibly not both right next to each other, but 2 in this room at least. Then if you head across to the opposite room, where we are now, the retail area, you will find a little bit more sugar on top of the front bar. And then I found 4 cream in the fridge. Unfortunately the one next to it was just an empty bottle, but you can find up to 6 in this retail area. I can't guarantee whether they're all in the fridge, but there is up to 6. What you may also want to grab is heading out of the front door. There is a Nuka Cola on the left hand side here that I missed. Just grab that, and also the one that is straight ahead, right outside the doors. There's 2 easy Nuka Colas and a possible sugar bomb spot there for you, as well as a Nuka Cherry on this bench. The Nuka Colas are also an ingredient, so it's good to grab those. One of the final ingredients we need is the sweet Labrador Tea. It's going to take Honeycomb, that Rhodo flower again, and some Starlight Berries. First up for Honeycomb, easiest spot is Hornwright Summer Villa. If you just fast travel here, you want to head straight forwards, come around this greenhouse, and you will find 4 honeycomb just in a random bunched up pile floating in the air. Don't ask why. I honestly thought this was a glitch when I first loaded in, so I had to leave the session and join a new session just to make sure, but yeah, this is how it spawns every single time. So do not be confused when there's 4 random pieces of honeycomb floating in the air. There's also a bumble bear there, you may want to grab that. Next up after your honeycomb, you're going to want a Starlight Creeper. So for Starlight Creeper, the best place to go is just north of the Hornwright Summer Villa. You'll find the pigsty. Right next to the pigsty you've got the deep. If you fast travel to the deep, you will see the pigsty straight ahead. If you just take a little left and look towards the cave, you can actually head inside of it. Once you get inside the deep, you just want to follow the tunnel in a straight line until you find this water. Follow this exact route, swim underneath, make sure you're fast swimming. You might want a little bit less rads than what I had to start with, because I was cutting it quite close, but we still made it. Just sprint swim through that lake and through that little river thing, and you'll get to where we are now. Carry on through the tunnels. Take out a few cave crickets on the way, always good for a little bit of acid. Collecting brain fungus, glowing fungus, and fever blossoms. You can always still make fever blossom tea, as it is an amazing drink still. So just collect all the fever blossoms on the way. Once you reach the end and you see this pipe, you want to make a 180 and just head back. Take your first right and you'll see some stairs. Once you find these stairs, just follow them all the way down to the bottom. You'll take out some communist soldiers, liberators on the way. And once you get down here, you will find there is an abundance of fever blossom plants and starlight creepers. Just go crazy. For me, half of them didn't spawn in because I've been here recently. If you haven't been here before, they should all be there. The next place you want to go is the Wayward. The Wayward is a good spot for whiskey. I don't really know of many good whiskey spots, to be honest, and couldn't find many online when I had a good look. But you're going to find some bourbon, whiskey and vodka right here on this table. If you just grab those and then head up the stairs, if you head to the back of the room, you'll find exactly the same. Some bourbon, whiskey and vodka. The good thing about being at the Wayward as well is downstairs, if you do speak to Duchess, she does have a chance of selling whiskey. For me it was just vodka this time, around 7 caps. You could probably get it for a little bit cheaper, but she will sell whiskey sometimes too. Next up, you're going to want to have the Super Duper perk card. This isn't essential, but I do highly recommend it, just so you have a chance of getting double when you're crafting. And you're also going to want to have a few Nuka Colas as well. Very easy to come by in the world, so I'm not going to give an exact spawn location for these. You should have a few, or know of a few spots at least by now. You want to head to all drinks on the cooking station and go down to Sweet Labrador Tea. Once you find that, you should have all of the ingredients. There is a lot of the Rhodo flower around the previous locations that I have been. So if you do need some of that, just look around the other spots. Most of the ingredients are around all the locations. Once you've crafted up some Labrador tea, head to the top of the list and find company tea. You should have all the ingredients for this now. It is quite expensive, like I said, but if you use Super Duper, you've got a chance of getting double. Now for the good part. I'm going to show you Steeped Fever Blossom Tea, 50 health points and 10 AP regen with 25% water. Pretty decent, obviously supreme when you use the perk cards and the magazines with it, but switching over to company tea, you're going to see 20 AP regen, exactly double. Now this will double with the mutations and the magazines you use, so you will come out with 100% double of Steeped Fever Blossom Tea. You do also get a nice 20 rad resist. This will go up the same as the AP regen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Steeped Fever Blossom Tea right now, and I'm going to show you that you get restores 5 health points per second and AP regen plus 10. After a short few seconds, the health points will wear off and you'll be sat with an hour's worth of AP regen plus 10. If you then take the company tea and look at the section, you'll see AP regen plus 20. You also get 20% disease resistance, which isn't too bad. If you use the Strange in Numbers perk card, this is multiplicative, which means if you use the mutation Herbivore or Carnivore, it'll double it from 10 to 20 AP, and then Strange in Numbers will apply after this double, giving you 250%. You can then use the Live and Love Free magazine to give an extra 50% on the base number, coming out with a total of 37.5 AP regen. It looks like the disease resistance doesn't multiply, but the AP regen does, which is nice. Final little tip I'm going to tell you for sticking around till the end of the video is this is an amazing drink. Infused Sweet Flower Tea. Same again, 1 hour, but you get max AP plus 75. Now that is incredible for one drink. Very, very simple recipe. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.